since we are in the land of Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee, the first thing to appreciate and to consistently get into the minds of the entire nation is the fact that we have actually rectified a fundamental mistake which was made in 1947. And a mistake for which Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee fought so hard in his own lifetime to rectify. Now, so to me, if you do not do that, see, I've tried to, all of us know the domestic debates on this. The point I was making is, if you leave open such a vulnerability, in a competing world, others are going to exploit it. And that is exactly the account which I read out to you. And the fact is that by leaving there a Pakistan Occupied Kashmir, we allowed a contiguity to develop between really two adversarial nations. And that is today costing us as well. So now what happens beyond obviously is not something that anybody can say with great authority and certainly not in public. But I do think that even in terms of making clear you begin first by at least opposing something, whether you then you act on it, that comes later. When we took a strong position against the Belt and Road Initiative, against the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, I can tell you there were sections in this country who questioned us, and many of them questioned us publicly. Today they may want to deny but the record is there for everybody to see that who was clear-cut about what were our rights and what were our interests, and who was once again dodgy as they have been for the last 75 years. What you said, soft power, how do we deal with it? I was reminded of something with the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu actually said at the Raisina dialogue. I can't give you his exact words, but in effect it was that soft power is no use without hard power. Okay. So the bottom line really is that we have to develop that deep strengths. We have to develop those industrial capacities. We have to develop the technologies in order for us to it's not a question of competing with a neighbor or dealing with a threat. We need it for ourselves. India will not rise if India does not have the technology, the manufacturing, the economy, the infrastructure for that rise. So it's a self-propelled requirement that we need to have. And that is exactly, if you actually are to connect the dots, when Prime Minister speaks of a Atmanirbhar Bharat, when he speaks of an Amrit Kal, when he says that Bharat will be Viksit by 2047, these are all dots that he is connecting in his vision.